In this module, we will show you how to perform a configuration backup and restore from your UCX system. First, log in on your web portal using your administrative account. From the dashboard, click on System, and underneath, click under Backup and Restore. Now in this panel, you can do a couple of items. So the first thing we'll show you is to perform an actual configuration backup of your system. So that's the button on the left hand side. If I click on it, I'll be brought to a different panel where I can actually select the configuration files I'd like to save as part of that backup process. So in this case, I'm not going to select. You can select all by clicking this button here, so everything is going to be selected for you. That's going to create the biggest backup file, if you will. In my case, I'll simply select everything that pertains to the endpoints. Of course, all my asterisk engine for the PBX. And also, I'm not making use of fax or email or what have you, but I do make use of the conference database. So these are the ones that I'm selecting right now. In order to proceed on the backup, I simply press the process button. Now at this point, I have a feedback from the web browser telling me that the backup file has been created. Now notice the file name. So it's called Elastic's Backup, but it comes with a timestamp, which is quite useful when you're doing these things on a daily basis or what have you. So at this point, click on Backup and Restore again to go back to the previous menu. Now you can see we have now two files. So we have the famous file that I talked about, which is the one I just did, which tells me that this has been done. I can either decide to delete the file. In fact, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to delete the other one that I had already done. And just to show you how simple it is to just get rid of the file and keep the one I just did. So now I'm left with only one file I just did as the backup file. At this point in time, the file exists on your UCX system. So it is stored on the hard drive of your system. So if you do want to restore that file, all you have to do at this point is click on the Restore button. So at this point in time, you can select all the elements that you previously backed up as part of the restore and press the process button. Now it says that the restore has been completed. So click again on Backup and Restore. Now at this point in time, you can select the automatic backup button if you want to do the same thing we've done before, but associated to a schedule, whether it's daily, monthly, or weekly, as the pull down suggests. I'm going to skip this one for now, and now I'm going to show you the FTP backup button, which allows you to export that backup file. So instead of leaving that backup file on your UCX system on a hard drive, you may want to create a copy. So for instance, you may have a schedule that backs up your UCX on a weekly basis, and at the end of the month you perform an FTP export in order to have an outboard copy of your configuration. So I'm going to click on FTP backup and have a look at the panel it offers me. So in this panel now, you can see that on the left hand side you have what is called the local, which is what is stored on the local drive in terms of the backup file. Then you have on the right hand side the FTP server. So you can see it's empty right now. And you have a profile that you have to put in for your FTP server. So I'm going to put in the right address for my FTP is actually 13, not 11. And I've done this deliberately to show you something important. So as soon as I click save here, what's going to happen is that it's going to initiate communication with my FTP server. And it will send a bunch of commands to find out if there's any files, similar to the one we're about to export, living on my FTP server. So let me click on that button now. So that's important because that proves one thing, that your communication with the FTP server works. And now at this point, if you want to transfer your local drive Elastic backup file over to the FTP, all you have to do is drag it as the text above suggests. And that's what I'm going to do now. So I'm just going to select the file and see how it goes now. I'm just going to place it anywhere on that list. And unclick, and the FTP is now going. So once the FTP is completed, and you're done. So you have successfully exported your backup file that was done and saved on your hard drive over to the FTP, and now you have a safe copy that's outside the UCX environment. So now you can click on backup again, and we're back to the original window. So that concludes our training session for today. So thank you for listening. Talk to you soon.